Hey guys, Tara here from Recovering Book Hoarder, and today we are going to be talking about The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Just finished this a couple days ago, and it is, I would say, it is definitely up there. New favorite, absolutely amazing book that is written so poetically. The words, they bring such clear pictures into my mind of just these beautiful, amazing scenes. For anybody that doesn't know, I don't know how you can possibly not know what The Hate You Give is about at this point, but this is a book about two Black teenagers who are in a car driving after leaving a party, and they get pulled over. The one who's driving, which is a male, asks why he was pulled over, and the police officer is very disrespectful, won't explain to him why he was pulled over. Eventually tells him it's because he has a burnt out taillight. Really, you're never sure as to whether or not that was even the case, or if they were just being racially profiled and pulled over. So he is pulled out of the car. He's frisked, he's pat down 3 times because they don't believe that he doesn't have anything on him. And whenever the officer goes to run his license and registration, he tells him not to move. But as soon as the officer walks away, he does move. He opens his car door to ask his friend Star, who's in the car with him, whether or not she's okay. When he does that, the police officer turns around and shoots him 3 times. Star witnesses this, and it's Star's story of how that affects her life and what she's going to do about this and how she's going to try to bring justice to her friend who was murdered. It's also a story about family, friendship, racism, Jesus, Black Jesus, which, yeah, they prayed to Black Jesus. They have pictures of Black Jesus hanging all over. And yeah, given the part of the world that Jesus is from, he's probably not pasty and white. It's about how, as a young Black woman who's attending a private school outside of her neighborhood, but still living in her neighborhood that's, referred to over and over again as the ghetto, how she manages to, where is her identity in both of those places? When she feels like she can't be fully herself in the one area, she has to completely change who she is. And she's often embarrassed. She doesn't know how to best marry her 2 worlds together. It's just a story about so much, and it's absolutely beautiful. So my favorite relationship in here was really the relationship between Star and her parents, especially Star and her dad, Maverick. But I wanted to read a couple of my favorite sections from this book so you can get an idea of what Angie Thomas's writing is like. It's just so beautiful. Okay, this is from page 27. This is after her friend is shot, Khalil, and they're on their way back home after she's been looked over medically to make sure that she's okay. Star. Mama hops out and runs around to me. She holds my hair out of the way and rubs my back. "I'm so sorry, baby," she says. When we get home, she helps me undress. Seven's hoodie and my Jordans disappear into a black trash bag, and I never see them again. I sit in the tub of steaming water and scrub my hands raw to get Khalil's blood off. Daddy carries me to bed, and Mama brushes her fingers through my hair until I fall asleep. I just love the picture of her parents taking care of her and providing her with that comfort and the comfort that she must feel at that time. Okay, this is from page 59. Something's bugging me. I wanted to ask Uncle Carlos, but I couldn't for some reason. Daddy's different, though. While Uncle Carlos somehow keeps impossible promises, Daddy keeps it real with me. I love that expression of their relationship. I think it really shows the kind of relationship that she has with her dad. Her Uncle Carlos was a father figure to her when her dad was in jail whenever she was younger. But the relationship that she has with her dad is different than the relationship that she has with her Uncle Carlos. Okay, from page 154. I knew I did something wrong, but one of the nurses took my hand. Mama grabs my hand again, looked me in the eye and said, sometimes you can do everything right and things will still go wrong. The key is to never stop doing right. That's just a powerful quote. I think that's something that everyone should remember. Okay, from page 186. They act like I'm the official representative of the black race, and they owe me an explanation. I think I understand, though. If I set out a protest, I'm making a statement. But if they set out a protest, they look racist. And that's her talking about her her white friends that are in the school that she goes to. They were, somebody had decided that they were going to do a protest over Khalil's murder, but the point of the protest was just to get out of class. It wasn't because they actually cared about the fact that Khalil had been murdered. And once that was discovered, there were several kids that chose to sit out from those protests, but they kept coming up to Star and trying to explain to her that they did care about Khalil, but they were sitting out of the protest because they didn't agree with why the protest was happening. Okay, page 196. Daddy once told me there's a rage passed down to every black man from his ancestors, born the moment they couldn't stop the slave masters from hurting their families. Daddy also said there's nothing more dangerous than when that rage is activated. That touched me. And it reminds me in the Bible about when the verse that states that, where is it? Sorry if I look like I'm in a different position right now. I need to pull out my Bible because I had to find the verse. So it reminds me in Jeremiah whenever he is talking about, and I think it's actually from a proverb, but this is the first place I could find it. The fathers have eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth are set on edge. It reminds me of that. It's something it's deep-seated within the black race, passed down from generation to generation from the times of slavery. It's there, it's activated at times, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I think it was beautiful. Okay, then we have this first one, or this quotes 245 and 246, and it's about how the officer who's being charged, they're trying to get charged with the murder of Khalil, how he just wanted to make a difference in the lives of the people that he was working with. And Star says, funny, slave masters thought they were making a difference in black people's lives too, saving them from their wild African ways. Same shit, different century. I wish people like them would stop thinking that people like me need saving. Okay, then the last one from page 331. I'm proud of you, baby. You are so brave. That word, I hate it. No, I'm not. Yeah, you are. She pulls back and pushes a strand of hair away from my face. I can't explain the look in her eyes, but it knows me better than I know myself. It wraps me up and warms me from the inside out. Brave doesn't mean you're not scared, Star, she says. It means you go on even though you're scared, and you're doing that. So, anyway, those are my favorite verses from this book, The Hate You Give, Angie Thomas. Amazing. Everybody needs to read this. Go get it. All right, guys. See ya.